glad to see you all. So let's start with a question. Imagine you're walking down a path that has been laid out for you. You didn't choose it, but you're expected to follow it. There's no room for your dreams, no room for your dimension, no room for your wishes. There's no room for you. How would that feel? And most importantly, how far could you go through? These are interesting questions to answer because today I'm going to talk about something simple yet very important. Something that is at the heart of everyone's life. Choice. Growing up in Uzbekistan, I have seen my peers dreaming big of becoming doctors, becoming designers and getting high positions. However, unfortunately, in our society, dreams often take a second place to expectations. So the same happened to me. The career path was chosen for me, and I know that I'm not alone in this case, because across Uzbekistan there are many young girls who grow up listening to their parents saying that this is what's best for you. This is how things are done. This is how you should behave. But what happens when they're not asked, what do you want? What happens when they lose their purpose? How do they navigate their life? And this question isn't personal, this is societal, because there are a lot of consequences that influence the society. When women's voices aren't heard, when they're denied, a big potential is lost. Why? Because women, just like men, carry and bring skills, passion, and skills to the table. They bring it to communities and to workplaces, and most importantly to families. When they're always denied, when they don't know what do they want, because for a long time they have been instructed how to live. When they're young, their parents tell them how to live, what to do, and then they get married. Their husband tells them what to do and what choices should they take. When they get older, their sons always tell them what to do. So how do you think, what kind of person can come out from a family where the mother isn't a role model, isn't someone whom you can look up for, isn't someone confident? Because let's be honest, children, most of the cases spend a lot of time with their mothers. And children are the ones who reflect us, who mirror us. And if mother isn't someone confident and isn't someone who used to reach their goals, how can they advise anything to their children? And there are a lot of different consequences that might influence younger generation. For example, let's take the resentment and disappointment, all those emotions that are in them. If you think that they're going to stay in them forever, you are wrong. Because those emotions often find a way to come to surface. There are two ways. The first might be self-destroyment, depression, or mental health issues. The second is worse. That is abuse and hate to a lot of people around them. So I don't think that we want that for our future generation. And try to answer the question, why does a person have to lose their identity just because they should be comfortable for others? Then I understand that some of you might say, why does it matter? You're living in a life where you have a relatively peaceful life, you have school, you have food, and your life is generally good. But let me explain. This isn't about just a life. This isn't about the things that we want to do in our lives. This is about owning our lives. This is about having the control and influencing it. And choice is very important because choice is something that helps us grow, explore our potential, and without it, within it, life seems like something that we passively accept rather than actively shape and improve. And although there are a lot of situations like that, I'm happy that there are people who try to inspire younger generation, who try to change this situation. For example, Irina Matvienko. You may know her from the project Nimolchi. She is an activist, a writer, someone who has inspired many women to speak up. And one of them is me. I decided to participate in this project in order to tell all the women in the audience, to those who are watching me later, that your voice matters. No matter what you do, little steps will lead you to gradual growth. And I think we can work together to reach a better world where everyone, no matter what, regardless of gender, regardless of background, can have a choice and contribute to the society. Thank you.